because we are doing something a little bit different. I got encouragement from one of my business associates who told me we need to have a little bit more uh, online live presence, if you will. Um, and so we're trying something a little different out. And so what we decided, being a business developer and a brand and a talent scout, and organizer, promoters, hosts, and all these things that all of our, hey, what's up? Um, all of the things that our collective is made of, right? Uh, we decided that we'll do something called Tipsy Tuesday, and we haven't decided what the frequency of this Tipsy Tuesday is going to be, but what we decided is that either the CEOs of Truth Threads or our associates will occasionally bring people helpful tips that will help cultivate their experience, particularly in the business world, right? Um, and so for some of us, what you have to understand, in no way are we experts in some of these arenas. We just have had experiences that supplied us with the knowledge of these helpful tips and tools. So let's dive Today we're bringing you modeling tips. Here's our model. Everybody say hi. Do we need heels for Saturday's audition? Can I get to your questions afterwards? Right now we're doing some modeling tips, which that is a great question, but that fits into our segment towards the end, so stay tuned for that answer. So what we're going to do right now is bring the basics of modeling tips to you, which I'm just going to keep it short and sweet and say 3 steps that you can remember when entering the modeling industry. So the first thing is having a comp card. And that's a composite card, pretty much that consists of your name, your contact, your information, and photos, which includes a headshot, which is like this area right here, like the first third of your body, right? And then a full body shot. And usually they have modeling demographics on there. And usually that's like your height, possibly your weight, your sizes, your shoe size. And usually they ask for something like measurements, right? And so this brings me to our next point, or helpful tool or tip to remember, which is knowing your measurements. A lot of times this will include a large, a medium, a small, but what you have to understand is that those clothes sizes are like a range of sizes, right? And so normally when companies are asking for your measurements, go ahead and drop your hands to your side. They're usually asking for your bust line here, your waistline here, and then usually it goes around the widest point of your hips. And so it's always good to go and get you one of these handy dandy tape measures. Usually you can either go to like CVS or Walgreens. Some sewing kits will have them. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon, Etsy, Wish for like cents on a dollar. They shouldn't cost that much. But usually it has inches. I don't know if you can see that. The light is reflectant. And centimeters on the other side. And so in most cases, they will be asking for inches. You just want to go around, and you can drop your arms loosely around. Usually they'll have you breathe in and relax, so they can get an accurate measurement. And so this is 33. So she's 33. And then your waist, yep, good, relax. Yep. 26. And around and drop your arms. Yeah, relax. And 36. Okay? And so usually those are the main measurements that they will take. Now, depending on what kind of garment the person has, either to be seamed together or to be tailored, they'll do the inseam. So yeah, you stand with your your feet shoulder length apart. And I'm going to have you, oh, my bad. I'm going to have you hold this right here. And then, you got it? And then normally they go down, and this is called your inseam. Ooh, doggy. And I don't even think they can see me down here, huh?
Yeah, they can see you, but like they can't really see like.
Oh, okay. Well, usually that stops right short of the ankle area. And hers was a 28, right? And there are other measurements like, the shoulder measurements, the sleeve measurements. Sometimes it'll be those added to the situation. But for the main measurements, when they're asking for measurements, they're asking for the bust, the waist, the hips, and the inseam, as well as possibly your shoe size, and they may ask for your clothes size. So these are important tips to remember, as well as taken into consideration for the designers and seamstress. Like, we are dealing with numbers when we are dealing with measurements versus dealing with the actual size. So those are the demographics on the comp card. And you have to also remember that your comp card is like your modeling business card. This is how you introduce your trade to the industry, or the people in the industry who work the industry, right? And so the last tip that we're going to give, and this is just kind of a neutral tip for everyone, no matter what industry you're in, like when doing partnerships or, accepting a job offer from someone, no matter how big or small, like, do the research, know at least something about the brand or company that you intend to work with. A lot of times when you do the research, it'll set the tone for you, and so some of the questions that you may have, they will dissolve by you doing that research. Okay, so those are our tips for this Tuesday. If you like stuff like this and you would like to see more, not only from us, but people possibly in our collective, let us know. Leave a comment down at the bottom, like, share, follow, the whole ordeal. We're finna go and enjoy the rest of our night. We hope you do the same. We love y'all.
Love you too.